Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Works the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The sure hands, it's Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds, but he's not going to have enough for the first down. He needed to turn that thing up, and he ran out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Dickey. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Morton. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the move, it's Dickey. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He might want another play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Cooper. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking for the score. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finding open areas. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll run play action. Floating away. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back.
How about the
Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Douglas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get...
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. Headed to the end zone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Carter. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. On target over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds a tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brady. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Dickey. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Now they'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive lineman. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's caught. It's Cooper. Still on his feet. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This guy can throw it. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Gets it past the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way to the defense. Aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. With the catch, it's Cooper. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. On the run, it's Moulton. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Give to the running back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. handoff from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Matthews. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they have the first points of the game.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Lost a throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Making side adjustments here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Hemby. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they turn it into a defensive score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. throw it. Rushes on him. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll try to do it himself. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this job.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bring in the heat. Punts it out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield very late in the half. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Offense gets set for second down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs tackling ability.
Pressure coming. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room and goes upstairs. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Uncorks one. Finds a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic.
Breaks free in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Skips away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will put him up here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hemby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. quick tempo here for the offense. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Aguilar. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game...
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession. mentioned too, Reese, don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Offense changing the play. Oh, they're after him. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
No mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. He's looking to pass. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
The peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows of college football. It looks like this offense is going to tie the game with the extra point. Instead, it gets blocked. It gets returned the other way for 2. They're now winning by 3. If you fall on the onside kick, you're getting out of here with the win.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is up.
What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end.